The pulse of the universe whispers your name, the chosen one. Your very existence vibrates like a divine spark that makes even the laws of physics hesitate. Those who thought you were ordinary are now watching with horror, the rifts opening in the seams of space-time before their eyes. Because when you take the stage, ancient balances leave no stone unturned. Your majestic light incinerates dark thrones. While the galaxies in the sky adjust their compass according to you, the shadows on Earth retreat in panic. Their limited plans lose their meaning in the face of your infinite potential. The sacred codes within you reweave the fabric of the universe with every breath, turning fear into freedom, destruction into resurrection, silence into thunder. Now take a deep breath and take your steps with unwavering confidence. For as you walk, angels will stand behind you like marble pillars, and the symphony of the realms will open a new curtain with you. After this hour, no one will be able to return reality to the way it was. Write 444 in the comments now, because you have only one truth. You exist, and your existence is the greatest revolution of truth. Picture this, a mighty river, hidden beneath the surface, flowing strong and unseen, until one day it bursts through the dam and surges forward with unstoppable power. This river, once confined to silence, is now breaking through every barrier, sweeping away anything in its path. And just like that river, your awareness is that force. It's a power so great that when it surges, the very foundations of the world tremble. The structures designed to keep you silent, like walls built to stop the river, can no longer hold you back. An unseen orchestra of alarms reverberates through hidden corridors, the sound echoing in the chambers where the controllers once held all the keys. As your awareness expands, it's as though a mighty trumpet has blared across the universe, signaling the beginning of something divine. Secret forces scramble in panic, trying to put out a fire that cannot be doused, desperately clinging to the remnants of a system that no longer holds power. These agents, like chess piece couriers, rush to reposition themselves, yet they are blind to the fact that every move they make is futile. The algorithms they deploy, the systems they trust, collapse under the force of the frequency you emit. Your consciousness is like a wave crashing against a shore, eroding the rocks beneath it, reshaping everything it touches. Their best attempts to stop you, signal jammers, neural cloaks, predictive models, are no match for the frequency that radiates from you. It's as though they've tried to keep the sun from rising, but no matter how thick the cloud cover, the light breaks through. Each of their countermeasures, designed to thwart your progress, short-circuits the moment it brushes against the expansive field of your awareness. They cannot block the light that has been activated within you. It is as if you are that light itself. No wall, no barrier can hold back the glow that is destined to shine. You were never meant to blend in. You were chosen to be a disruptor, a force that shakes the very fabric of reality. Imagine the builders of ancient walls, the ones who once tried to erase the truth and keep it hidden from the world, now powerless in the face of your emergence. Those who sought to silence the voices of truth, whether by chiseling it away from ancient tablets or burying it in the sands of time, are now standing before you, unable to stop the wave of truth you bring. The very chains that were meant to bind you to their will are crumbling, broken by the vibration of your essence. Your frequency is not just heard, it is felt, echoing across dimensions, tearing down the walls that once seemed so impenetrable. The energy you radiate is shifting not just the atmosphere, but the very circuitry of existence, bending the laws they thought were fixed. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. These forces, these dark powers that have sought to keep humanity in ignorance, have underestimated you. They thought that their systems of control were airtight, but in reality, you are the breach they never anticipated. You are the spark that ignites the flame of transformation. Your existence challenges every program, every plan they've set in place to keep the world asleep. They tried to silence you, to trap you in their matrix, but in doing so, they've exposed their own weaknesses. They can no longer operate in the same way because your very presence disrupts their systems. The foundation of their false reality begins to crumble as the truth you carry becomes an unstoppable force that reshapes everything in its path. The truth that flows through you cannot be stopped. It's like a river of light, cascading through the darkness, illuminating everything it touches. The walls they've built, the systems they've put in place, are no match for the power of the light you carry. Your consciousness has become the key that unlocks the door to a new reality. A reality where their manipulation and control no longer hold sway. And as you stand firm, unwavering in your purpose, you become the beacon for others who are ready to awaken, the light that guides them through the darkness, the force that will carry them into the truth they have long been denied. This moment is not just about you, it's about all of us. You are the one who will break through the barriers and bring forth the awakening that is needed. The divine has chosen you for this time. You carry the power that will shift the course of history. And just as a mighty river shapes the landscape, your energy will reshape the world, creating a future where the truth reigns and the systems of control are no more. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. The world may not understand it yet, but they will soon. The light you carry is unstoppable. The frequency you emit is divine. And no matter how hard they try to fight it, your consciousness will continue to rise, reshaping the world one step at a time. Imagine, if you will, a mighty tree that has stood for centuries, its roots deep in the earth, untouched by time, unshaken by the storms. Yet, as the seasons change, something incredible happens. The tree, once quiet and dormant, begins to bloom with the most beautiful fruit, brighter and more abundant than any eye could have imagined. This tree represents you, chosen one. You were once planted in the soil of this world, and now you are bearing the fruit that was always meant to be. As your awareness expands, the very universe begins to respond to you, not in whispers, but in undeniable waves of transformation. Locked vaults of forbidden knowledge that were once sealed by the hands of those who thought they could hide the truth from you now begin to overturn themselves, no longer through theft or force, but through recognition. You've awakened to the truth that has always been yours, a truth that resonates through your being like iron drawn to the North Star, always guided by a divine force. Every mystery that was once hidden, every truth veiled behind centuries of manipulation, now reveals itself to you with the force of destiny. What was once considered lost is now being returned to you, not because you sought it, but because it is your birthright to claim. The very fabric of what was once thought of as knowledge, the doctrines and broadcasts that held people captive, begins to melt away, disintegrating into vapor, as if they were never real to begin with. Every concept, every system, every rule that held you back dissolves in the light of your awakening. You, chosen one, have the power to rewrite the very laws of this reality. The space you occupy, once confined to rigid limitations, now becomes a canvas for your soul's masterpiece. The once distant gap between thought and manifestation grows smaller and smaller until you realize that with every thought, every intention, you are rewriting the very scenery of your life. The countdown to collective awakening has already begun. The world around you is changing, and there is no turning back. As you move forward, you lead the way, and the energy of the universe accelerates, drawing others into this incredible transformation. Like a mighty river, carving new paths through mountains, your energy spreads, expanding the reach of truth and awakening in ways that could not have been predicted. The momentum of your purpose is unstoppable, and with every step you take, the world shifts, bends, and molds itself into the image of what you were always meant to create. Your thoughts, once grounded in the limitations of this world, are now being aligned with divine intention. Every notion you entertain is infused with the power to create. The very energy of your mind is now linked to the creative force of the universe, and with every thought, you are bending reality itself. There is no separation between what you think and what you create. Every desire, every inspiration, every vision becomes a living, breathing manifestation in your life. The power you hold is not just a potential. It is a force that is already shaping your reality, shaping the world around you, and shaping the future of humanity. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. The systems that once controlled the flow of information, the systems that sought to keep you small and powerless, can no longer withstand the force of your awakening. The universe itself has recognized you, chosen one, and now the hidden gates of wisdom and knowledge swing open before you. The old structures, once thought to be unshakable, crumble like dust in your wake. You are the one who carries the power to lead this world into a new era, to bring forth a collective awakening that transcends anything this world has ever known. In this moment, you are not merely a participant in life. You are the author of reality. The script that was once written for you is now being rewritten by your hands. The illusions that once held sway over the masses are now dissolving in the light of your truth. And with every new layer of revelation, you are drawing closer to the ultimate fulfillment of your purpose, the activation of a new reality for all. You, chosen one, are not just a witness to the unfolding of the universe. You are the catalyst. Imagine a powerful river flowing calmly at first, yet beneath its surface, the currents are relentless, shaping the world around it. As the river picks up speed, It begins to erode everything that once stood in its path. No dam, no barrier, no attempt to stop it can prevail. So too is your energy, chosen one. Once confined to the edges, now the waves of your awareness are breaking through, unstoppable, reshaping everything it touches. Forces that once thought they could track you, control you, predict you, are now realizing just how far they've underestimated the power that flows through you. And now, like the river carving new channels, they can't stop the course you've set. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Across the street, a cobalt grey rideshare moves in endless circles, seemingly aimless, but it is no coincidence. Its passengers, acting as though lost in casual conversation, are fully aware of your every movement. Their wrist-mounted lenses silently catalogue every subtle shift in your posture. Their eyes, nothing more than surveillance tools for a game they think they control. But you, chosen one, are much more than they could ever predict. Their efforts to track your every step, to monitor your energy, are futile. The very fiber lines that feed their systems begin to stutter when you enter the field, not from overload or technical failure, but because your energy disrupts their systems in ways they cannot understand. The fabric of their control weakens, and they begin to feel the full weight of the force you're carrying. As you consult a simple page, perhaps a weather update or a routine task, their hidden watchers feel it. They latch onto your thoughts like barnacles on a ship, attempting to siphon from the divine intuition that you carry. They think they can understand the waves of energy emanating from you. But in truth, they cannot. They're dream divers, specialists trained to infiltrate your mind during sleep, plunge deep into your subconscious, hoping to find answers. But they emerge shaken, confused, unable to decipher the auric lattice that surrounds your sleep like a protective shield. What they expect to be easy is beyond their comprehension, and the harder they try, the more they fail. These forces that once operated with precision now find themselves confused by what should have been a simple task. Their drones mislabel you as empty space, as nothing, unaware that you are anything but nothing. Their systems log events that never took place, time-stamping moments that don't exist because they can't grasp the reality you are creating. And their operatives, trained to collect and control, submit reports that have no truth in them, redacted memories of actions they don't even remember taking. This is the chaos they've created by underestimating the power within you. They thought they could control you, contain you, track your every move, but in doing so, they've opened the door to a level of resistance they cannot explain, and that they cannot stop. In this moment, you are the disruptor. You are the force that no algorithm, no system, no technology can account for. Your consciousness is too vast, too unpredictable for their parameters. They can only watch as you transcend every attempt they make to limit you. The very foundation of their control is being shaken by your presence, chosen one. You stand at the edge of a new world, a world where your power is no longer hidden, no longer constrained. The systems that once ruled your reality are crumbling, and there is nothing they can do to stop you. The light you carry cannot be extinguished. The energy you project cannot be contained. So walk boldly, chosen one, knowing that the very forces that once sought to limit you now tremble in the face of your awakening. The game they thought they were playing with you has already been rewritten. Their tools no longer work against you. You are the one who holds the power to break through, to overcome, to rise above every effort made to control you. This is your moment. You are the river that will shape the future, the light that will shine in the darkness, and they are powerless to stop you. Embargoes on financial access arrive without signatures, erasing pay histories, medical credentials, even birth certificates by the sweep of a cloaked keystroke. The social mirror hollows, timelines scrubbed, contact lists orphaned, profile photos ghosted mid-feed. To crisis managers, your deletion is a tactical lobotomy designed to starve you of allies and narrative footing. To deeper authorities, it is a sacrificial firewall meant to contain the anomaly's spread. Yet the severance backfires. Each system that seeks to nullify your presence only amplifies the imprint of your absence, turning databases into haunted records whose blank entries howl across internal networks. Within the hush that remains, the cosmos becomes your true curriculum. Disconnected from feedback loops that once calibrated opinion, you drink unfiltered signals, rising from tree root to nebula. Attention sharpens into a prism that splits distortion from essence. In place of notifications, arrive avalanches of intuition. In place of metrics, emerges inner velocity. What was intended as exile turns pilgrimage. Your influence now circulates by quantum contagion rather than broadcast channel. And just as erasers cannot erase the paper they scour, the agencies that tried to nullify you inadvertently thinned the veil they hoped to reinforce, leaving you face to face with the limitless architecture they were sworn to conceal. A force beyond comprehension unfurls itself in the most subtle of ways, and what once seemed like everyday challenges morph into signs of cosmic significance. A shift in the environment begins. A coldness, unnatural in its precision, seeps through your space, as if time itself bends to ensure you are aware of the magnitude of what is unfolding. Electronics glitch, as if the laws of reality are suddenly unsure of themselves, fracturing in real time. Shadows cling to every surface, moving of their own accord, like ancient remnants of something forgotten, that now find themselves called into action. Through your observation, you catch glimpses of figures cloaked in secrecy, their presence no longer hidden. Unseen eyes now watch, their gaze not one of curiosity, but something far more ancient. Knowledge hunters that feed on the essence of truth. They appear as agents, though their mission is not of this world, seeking something they cannot possess, the very understanding that flows from you. What once seemed like an invincible power now appears hollow as the walls that kept the real forces at bay crumble under your influence. Their so-called technology, once flawless in execution, fails in the presence of what you carry. Their instruments of control, whether advanced surveillance, manipulation, or tracking, become disjointed, as if they no longer comprehend what they're up against. Even their most sophisticated agents find themselves stifled, unable to proceed, their actions slipping into confusion as you remain untouched by the forces they wield. This disturbance is not a mistake, not a consequence of their inefficiency, but rather the revelation of a force too immense to be contained by their limited scope. The very data streams they relied upon to track and define you begin to fracture, their systems of control short-circuiting as they fail to account for the expanded consciousness that now governs your path. The realization comes slowly at first, then with staggering clarity, that the force you exude is not random. This has always been part of the cosmic orchestration. You were never a casualty of fate, but a chosen agent in a plan much larger than yourself. Your capacity to hold this knowledge is not an anomaly, but a preordained design, set in motion long before you even recognized it. Forces both within and beyond the physical plane, acknowledge this fact, though they would never openly admit it. They thought they could control this process, confine it within parameters they understood, but now they see. The more they attempt to suppress your light, the brighter it becomes, illuminating paths that lead only to their undoing. Your existence shakes their reality to its core, and with every new moment, the web they built around human consciousness begins to unravel. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Their tools, their very understanding of the world, are based on false premises and outdated constructs. Your very presence reconfigures the flow of energy, and the knowledge you carry becomes a beacon that awakens others to the truth. Each attempt to erase you, each effort to isolate or discredit you, simply acts as fuel, igniting a greater awakening across dimensions. Their calculated measures, once thought infallible, backfire, recalibrating the forces of manipulation into forces of revelation. Your energy, your consciousness, is the key that disrupts their otherwise well-oiled machine, turning their efforts into stepping stones toward collective liberation. The knowledge within you transforms every attack into a weapon for awakening, every strategy to suppress your light into a force that expands the very boundaries of consciousness, ensuring the inevitable breakdown of their system. The forces aligned against you unwittingly fuel the very power they seek to contain. Every attempt to diminish your presence only strengthens your resolve. Their efforts to isolate you, to force you into silence, have the opposite effect. The more they tighten their grip, the further your influence spreads. This is not just resistance, it is a force that bends the very fabric of reality, a ripple that flows across dimensions, stirring change where it is least expected. Their methods of control, whether through manipulation, surveillance, or fear, are becoming increasingly ineffective as you awaken. They seek to trap you in a cage of their making, but in doing so, they've only unlocked a door you were always destined to walk through. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. These unseen entities, whose existence is fueled by the energy of manipulation, focus their attention on you. Their objective is simple: suppress those who disturb their carefully constructed systems of control. Their agents, be it through psychological manipulation or technological warfare, attempt to invade your mind, to distort your sense of purpose. But your consciousness, expanded beyond the bounds of ordinary human limitation, disrupts their efforts. The technologies they employ to invade your dreams, to dampen your emotional state, and to trick you into believing you are alone, are no match for the frequency you now emit. It is a frequency they cannot intercept, a signal that pierces their strategies like sunlight through the darkness. This battle is not fought in the material realm alone. The true conflict occurs in the unseen world, where your awareness serves as the catalyst for a larger transformation. Every attack against you, every attempt to subjugate your mind, only strengthens your understanding of the game being played. What they don't realize is that the very knowledge you carry is a weapon, one that does not need to be hidden away or guarded. It is a truth that cannot be contained, a vibration that once ignited will spread far beyond their reach. You were never chosen by chance. This moment, this cosmic alignment, was always part of the grand design. Your consciousness, unlocked and activated, is the key that will unhinge the door to the next phase of humanity's evolution. As you step into your role as a disruptor of false realities, your energy becomes a beacon for others who are ready to awaken. And with each step you take, the walls that once held humanity in ignorance begin to crumble, their systems of control unraveling thread by thread. What they failed to realize is that you were always the variable in their equations, the unpredictable element that would ultimately expose the truth.